So we'll get to my little title slide here in a minute, but these are my two goals in life, to help other people and to make people laugh. So hopefully I can tick a couple of those boxes today. But what I really want to point out is that today is not about Wilmot. It's not about Myer Grazing. Having said that, we wouldn't be here if Myer hadn't gone to the expense of putting the day on and helping me organise it and get it happening. But it's absolutely about helping other people. We've been sitting up here on a hill where it rains plenty, watching everyone in drought and having a hell of a time and trying to manage through that. And as I just said, my goal in life is to help people, and this is how we wanted to help, through education. Trying to encourage people to think a little bit differently and think about, I suppose, a different way of thinking of managing through drought as opposed to conventional, traditional thinking. As we know, there's two things in our industry that we can't control, and that's the weather and the market. But what we can control are our grass, our money, and our livestock. So this guy's another one of my mentors. He's also had a profound influence on who we are and what we do now. And Terry always says, or has said for a long time, we pretty well always go either going into drought, in drought, or we're coming out of drought. And the key thing is how we manage that. It's how we navigate through those times, through the good times and the not so good times, through the really tough times, like a lot of people are experiencing at the moment. And like I said, we can't. We're sitting on a rolling rainfall of 800 mils up here, which is 70% of our long-term average. But the day's not about Wilmot. It's not about us being in drought, because we can't claim to be when knowing the rolling rainfall you guys have got. But this is certainly our contribution. There's another guy here that a few of you might have heard of, a guy called Bud Williams from the States, who sadly has passed away, and I never did have the fortune of meeting him. But Bud, he was the founder of low-stress stock handling and that way of handling livestock, and he also was the founder of the KLR livestock marketing school and system of marketing cattle. And he has a really good quote that I think is very applicable today to today's program. Bud says, nobody ever went broke from having too much grass or too much money. But a lot of people have gone out of business and will go out of business through this time from having too many cattle at the wrong time. And it's absolutely true. It rings true in so many ways. And another thing that Bud said, right at the bottom there, it might be a bit hard to see, but he said, folks should love their grass and hate their cows. Because if you hate something, it's really easy to get rid of it. Now, we of course love all our cattle here. Everything we do is geared around making sure that they have a wonderful life. But I don't particularly have any emotional attachment to any of our animals, other than my 3 pet longhorns out here. Everything else, they're coming and going all the time. We're equally as much or more focused on our ecology and maintaining that and making sure that we're profitable. And I'll sell cattle today to make sure I put money in the bank rather than hold them, because I think I could put some more weight on them, or I think the market might go up, or I think it might rain, or whatever else. If I can see that my grass inventory is running down, I have no worries selling cattle, no matter how good they are. So we're a little bit different in the district here. What we do, we have had some interesting things, comments made about us over the time that I've been here, which we certainly don't get offended by, but it's quite entertaining, some of the things we hear. They're just bloody grass growers, that Wilmot mob. That only works over there because the last manager put enough super on the last 10 years. And he left about 10 years ago, so it's probably all about to crash because we're going to run out of super. And the other one that I find intriguing is that we don't have to make money. We're owned by an investor, so you don't have to worry about that so much. Well, one thing I've learned about investors is that they didn't get wealthy and get to the stage of being able to be an investor without making money. So we absolutely have to make money here every day, and that's the number one thing of what we do, is to be profitable. And second to that is improving our ecology every day of the week.